We are back on YouTube, guys. I hope everyone is keeping well. Apologies for the lack of uploads. We had some difficulties, but we are back and we are ready to bring you guys as much value as possible. Again, I do want to apologize just because I've had so many messages from you guys, asking when are these videos coming back, asking when YouTube's coming back, asking if you can have, my advice. And it was unintentional, but we are officially back on YouTube doing the daily market outlooks and also wanting to bring you guys as much value as possible in other aspects as well. Hopefully go into like a day in the life and stuff, which I'm really excited about. So today is Monday, the 3rd of March. I would love if you guys can let me know in the comment section before we start how you've been getting on with everything, how your trading's been going, what you're maybe up or down in regards to the month, the previous month. And yeah, obviously fresh new month, fresh new week, Monday the 3rd of March, which I'm excited about. So yeah, man, let's get straight into a daily market outlook. This is going to be a little bit different today. I'm not going to go over the major pairs just because I haven't been trading the major pairs the past couple of weeks with just the way that they've been moving. It's not something that I want to participate in. But I've been catching some amazing moves from the cross pairs, of course. So cross pairs today is going to be my focus. So let's get straight into it. This is your daily market outlook. Make sure you got your subscribe button turned on and your notification button turned on as well. Very important if these are getting uploaded daily and the value I'm going to be talking about, you guys do not want to miss. So make sure that you have it uploaded. Have it turned on so that when I upload, you are not missing a beat. So let's start off with the first major pair, cross pair that I am looking at, as you guys can see. You can see that currently from a daily standpoint, we've obviously had a lot of volume down. Now, of course, we have this daily supply candle here, which the market is, reacting from. We actually come up to this daily supply. Let me just show you this. We come up to this daily supply quite a few times. We come up and then we went down, moved away, we come back up, moved down, we come back up, and now we've had that true volume downward. So that is our daily supply that we, that is in control. From a 4-hour perspective, you'll be able to notice that the market is literally just been trending down like crazy. So you'll be able to notice that. And we focus on what the market's been doing, creating them lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, literally to perfect to a T. So as you guys can see, we're currently in this area as we speak. So we've got, let me just move that out of the way. So we've currently got this level of 1-hour supply, but the 4-hour supply is on here as well. This whole candle would be your 4-hour supply area. Now I do like the look of the 1-hour supply, so I've just dropped down simply because this 1-hour supply area is a lot more cleaner. We've got all this imbalance to fill as well. So I do want to see if the market comes up, I want to see it fill in all of these imbalances. Now, of course, if you look at where we're currently at, we're in this little consolidation stage, which is a valid supply as well. So the market is reacting from this 1-hour supply area. Do we want it to stick? No, because I would rather see a retracement into this supply and then get the bigger move down. But of course, as you guys already know, the market could just, carry on downwards from here if so. So as we're looking at the trend from the 1 hour, you'll be able to see that we have created that higher high and higher low. So yes, we are in a range here, and we could potentially see volume carry on up from this area. Of course, we have this last demand candle, which is below here. Let's actually make this a little bit more cleaner, so you guys can see this is our last 1 hour demand candle. As you can see, we didn't get the mitigation that, but this wick did fill in this imbalance that was just above the demand candle. So of course, like if you're looking at this right now, you can look at it from both sides and see that, supply and demand are in control. Obviously, as of right now, what I've been waiting for in regards to AUD CHF is to see if we can get some sort of clean movement off there to then buy this upwards. Or it would be the exact same move here. So we just drop down to the 15-minute. Or let's see if it's a little bit clean on the 30. So I would be waiting, as you guys can see, the market was obviously on this uptrend, and then we had this a lot of volume down. Now the supply candle that's took control, which isn't as nice, of course, is this big ugly 30-minute supply. If I drop down to the 15, I don't know if it's a bit cleaner. No, it's exactly the same. We do have some imbalance above here, which we haven't tapped into, but this is the 30-minute supply candle, which is in control. So let me just change this. And let's drop back down to the 30. You can see that this is where we come back to. Broke the structure from this low. We've now come back into, we took this high. So what I'll be waiting for is obviously if we could break this area here. And obviously what I'll be waiting for is trying to participate and then seeing how we react from here. If we give this area like this, then of course I'll be looking at going break even or holding this down from this area. But yeah, from a 4 hour, let's focus more on the 4 hour. You can see that from a 4 hour perspective, that we have the imbalance, we have these this consolidation supply zone, which I would like the market to come into. So that is my predominant thoughts for AUD CHF. AUD Japanese yen, we caught some clean moves the past couple of weeks with this. As you can see, let me just quickly show you this trade that we had. AUD Japanese yen was a 1 to 13. I think it was a 1 to 13, not 1 to 13.35. I got out a little bit early, but as you guys can see, a beauty of a trade which literally smashed the TP. Unbelievable. So yeah, obviously let's keep that there just for now. And first thing I noticed, of course, is obviously we had this supply area last week. We managed to get a 1 to 4. I didn't get in personally, but I did give my community a 1 to 4 trade from this area. But the market seems to have come back up and now liquidated these highs. So we took out these highs and we've also taken out, these highs as well. So taking out the highs, taking liquidity, and obviously now we're having that volume move down. So with that being said, we do have an imbalance above here. So if we was to come back up, what I would expect the market to do is potentially come up into, this area of supply here. If we do come back up, and that would be if we break above and we carry on upwards, this would be the area of supply that we're looking to sell from. But as of right now, yes, we're still in this 1 hour supply, and yes, we're taking liquidity. So that's 2 confirmations. So now it's about your lower time frame confirmations of, basically trying to get into this trade. And as you can see, the market is downtrending heavy. So of course, if you guys are comfortable looking for your trade ideas and, basically looking to sell this downwards, we're now broken this low as well. So looking for your entries on here could be a good idea if we was to carry this on downwards. And if we carry it on downwards, obviously you can aim for this, lowers your liquidity. This lowers your liquidity. And also, if we go any lower, it would be this daily and 4 hour lower low. Of course, if we break above, let's say we obviously break above, then the market and the 1 hour still uptrending. I could be looking for buys up until this area, seeing how we react. If we react and we carry on downwards, amazing. If we look to carry on upwards, we'd have a beautiful entry from this area as well. So obviously, during this week, we'll be able to see what is what on here and analyze it. So yeah, we should have an interesting week coming up. Let's look at CHF JPY. As you guys know, I do usually like to trade CHF JPY. We've had some clean moves, as you guys can see. We've caught some clean moves. But if we just look at this area right now, you can see that this is just not as nice as we would like to trade. So obviously with that being said, it's not something that I'm interested in, but it does give a clean, so it's got a clean structure. I guess you've got your 4 hour lower high and 4 hour lower low. But again, this is more choppier. So it's like, do you believe that this is a nice setup for you? If you do, amazing, get in it. If you don't, then don't get in at all. If you look at this setup, for instance, this 4 hour supply, we tapped in and moved down, that's clean. If you look at all the rest, we've got this supply area, we come back up, move down. Like you can see how much cleaner these look and how the order flow is literally just, flowing like we want it. But if you look at this, it's very, very choppy, and these are all 4-hour candles as well. Now, if you go to the 1 hour, if you go to the 1 hour, what can we see? Well, what you can see is how many times have we come into this 1 hour supply? One, two, three, four. So we've like 4 times that we've come into this supply, and we are failing to obviously break above. So that could tell us a lot. So yeah, we are failing to break above. But are we going to get that move where we're literally now, going to carry them downwards? I don't know. It's not really giving us too much. You can obviously see that the supply areas that we have this supply area here, we have this supply area here, which this was a 15-minute supply. We then broke below. Where do we come back into? We come back into this 15-minute supply area here. As you can see, we then it finally broke below. Where did we come back into? This 15-minute supply area here. And that is the last 15-minute supply area pretty much. Of course, if you look at where we're at, this candle has been in control of this. So can we expect to see the candle where we're at right now to carry this trend on downwards? It's probably a bit more clean on the 5-minute. But yeah, order flow on the 15-minute is moving downwards. It is looking pretty clear that we are moving downwards, as you guys can see. So with that being said, hopefully we can get CHF JPY moving downwards, and obviously attacking these lows and this low as well, which will be a nice trade. So got my eye on CHF JPY. We got CAD CHF as well, which has been a beauty. As you guys can see, let me just move this as it's invalid. Let me move that. You can see we've had clean order flow from supply areas. You literally tapped in, tapped in, tapped in, tapped in, tapped in. So we've had clean order flow. Now, if we just quickly go to the daily, CAD CHF is obviously been trapped in between. Like, this is a very consolidated area. So I am very aware that the market can just turn around and either continue upwards, turn around, either continue downwards, and maybe just even just do this. So I'm very aware that the market is literally just been like very, very choppy. There's not much happening. There's not a clean order flow, either upwards or downwards. So with that being said, the daily, is not as nice. The 4 hour, the 4 hour order flow is obviously, down with we're creating them lower lows and them lower highs. We're stalled here at the moment. We have pretty much created them lower lows. So I would like to see the market obviously, continue downwards. Yes, we're in this 4 hour demand, but this 4 hour demand has already been tapped by this area here with no imbalance or no nothing. It's already been mitigated from this area. So again, it is a valid 4 hour demand, but I won't be expecting anything from this unless we get this. And if we break above that high, then I'll be looking at obviously taking this trade upwards, and that could be a great swing trade opportunity. Because as we know, order flow is not always going to just be forever or forever. Eventually, we are going to get. That's not the best drawing, but yeah, you get what I'm trying to say. So as of right now, let's look at the 1 hour. You'll be able to see that we have this 1 hour supply candle that is in control. So we've got this 1 hour supply candle that's in control. We've had this big movement away. So now it's about you guys with your entries looking to obviously get into this trade. At the moment, this 15-minute supply area is in control. This 15-minute supply area is in control. So what I would expect to see is, can we get this punch above? Because this is a nice institutional candle to then carry on downwards from this supply area. And maybe if we get that, it's a lot more cleaner. We could break again below this, and then I will be preferably looking to then take this downwards. But I need to see, because this is very choppy like this, I need to see another confirmation, because this low didn't get broken. This low's not got broken. This low's not got broken. So we have a lot of liquidity below here. How many wicks have we got? One, like literally so much wicks below here, which, as we know, is a lot of liquidity, a lot of stop losses will be below this. What most people are doing will be drawing support and resistance. And when they draw the support resistance, they'll have their money all below here. So, eventually the institutions are going to want to, stomp them guys out and then potentially carry this trend on downwards. So keep that in mind with CAD CHF. But yeah, let's see how we react. So let me just mark out that supply area for you guys as well. Oh, I didn't press that. That's 15-minute supply. Okay, perfect. So that's CAD CHF. Let's move on now to CAD JPY. So CAD JPY, let's see what's going on. As you guys can see, order flow has been melting away. As usual, literally just melting away. You can see that we've continued to just sell off away from here. If I just quickly go to the daily time frame, what can I see? Market is still obviously just flowing nicely. Now, eventually, this has been a long downtrend. We are stalling a little bit. And as I always say, and I've just literally said it a minute ago, guys, order flow is not always just going to be like downwards and upwards. Eventually, we are going to see where the market is going to, eventually retrace, stall, and then obviously eventually go into that upwards trend and then make a decision if it wants to carry downwards again or not. So, of course, if we look at this, you can see that there's not much correction that needs happening. It is just flowing. There's no imbalances really at all, which is nice for us. Which that does give us the confirmation that the market can just continue downwards because there's no correction really needed. But if we look at the 4-hour, you can see that of course we've had this stall here, then we move down. So this is a a valid supply area that we've got, and that is exactly where we're currently at right now. It might look a little bit more cleaner on the 1-hour. Yeah, it's a little bit more cleaner, but we've taken that high, we've tapped into that 4-hour supply, and now we've obviously broken this low, and now we've reached back up into this supply area. Can we get a break of this again? And then I'll be looking at participating from here to sell this and aim for this lower low here as my liquidity. So as of now, let's just mark that out. We've taken liquidity, we've tapped into the 4-hour supply, we've had this 1-hour area broke. It might be a bit cleaner. Can we see a cleaner supply? Yeah, there's a 30-minute. Does it look a little bit more nice on the 15? Yeah, this 15-minute supply area here is where the market is currently reacted from, which would have been a beautiful entry. Smart that out. So as you guys can see, beautiful entry and order flow is simply moving down. We're obviously creating some sort of liquidity from here. You can see that this is very, very equal highs pretty much, and we do have imbalance above. So potentially if we come back up, could we see the market come back up into this 15-minute supply? Punch above, take the highs. Could we see punch above, take the highs, and then this is where we can carry on downwards potentially. Let's see. Or of course, if the market right now is in this supply area, if the market as it is doing just continues down, then again we should look for a fresh supply area here. But yeah, keep an eye out on CAD JPY. What else have we got? We got Euro CHF. Euros have been moving absolutely mad. But as you guys can see, the order flow, let me just quickly go to the daily. If we look at the wicks on here, you can see that I think the volume's slowing down. The volume seems like supply is in control. So it does look like the market is wanting to, carry on downwards. That's just my main thought, just because we're failing at the moment to, create that order flow up. If we go to the 4-hour, what can we see? We can see that we've got this 4-hour lower high and this 4-hour lower low. Now, of course, if the daily is in an uptrend, and the 4 hours in a downtrend, what we need to see is even if we're in a demand area, we need to see that 4-hour broke in order to understand that, okay, now we are in alignment. Because if the 4-hour and the 1-hour are both uptrending and they're both in an uptrend, then obviously that is a lot more stronger confirmation to look for buyers up. But as of right now, 4-hour supply is in control. 4-hour supply is in control and we're moving. This is the same scenario as this 4-hour lower high, 4-hour lower low, which is here and here. and we need to wait to either see a break above but for right now, all we need to focus on is this going down until we get that break or that change of trend, should I say. So let me move that Picasso drawing. And as you guys can currently see, let's look at the 1 hour. Oh, that's a 2, 1, 1, 1. Okay, so that is where we're currently at. You can see that we've got this 1 hour supply candle, which the market has come up into here, tapped above, took this high out. So what I'd expect in the market to do now is, if we was to carry this on downwards, can we see this little consolidation stage here? Can we see this area met? If I go to the 1 hour, it might look a little bit more cleaner. So if I go to the 15 minutes, sorry. Okay, let's see this area. Let's look at order flow for a second. We've obviously had this pull back up, filled in that imbalance pretty much, and then we've carried on away. This is the supply on the 15-minute that took control here. Okay, so if I was to look for this, what I would be waiting for is potentially, can we see, this whole area here? I'm waiting for that lower time frame confirmation, that lower time frame entry where we can see the market shift, and then we can look to buy that, sell that down. But that is where I'd expect the market to come into next on Euro CHF. So keep an eye on that. But at the moment, we're just trending. We are literally trending. So yeah, obviously from a 1 hour perspective, yes, you can obviously utilize this candle here if you want to obviously do that, of course. So keep an eye on that for Euro CHF. Then we've got Euro Japanese Yen, which is pretty much the same. You can see that if you look at all of these highs have been here, and we've just been messing around. Like if you look, we've got, let me just mark this out. We've got liquidity, liquidity, and we're just constantly punching above these highs. But it seems like it's constantly wanting to come back. Like even this one, pardon me, even this one, you can see that the market, punched above higher, took out, this high, and then we had this volume downwards. Now, we come back into the supply, we've, broke structure here, and then obviously now it's like punching up again. It's like, come on, just move. But yeah, as you guys can obviously see, what we're looking at right now is doing this 1 hour supply, we're taking out this high here. So what I want to see is obviously now movement down. But for me, I'm going to wait for this to be broke, and let's say we get this order flow like this. I'll be then looking at, selling this downwards continuously, aiming for this low. But as of right now, I don't want to look for any sort of sells out, just because I don't know, man. I just don't really trust Euro Japanese yen at the moment with the way that it's moving. So yeah, let's keep an eye on that though. But Euro Great British Pound on the other foot is looking a lot more cleaner. Now, if you look at it from a 4 hour, of course, we have all this imbalance above here, which, yes, the market can eventually come and get. But as of right now, you can see that this area is a supply area. We've got a lot of consolidation. Remember what I always say, what is supply, what is demand? If you can see consolidation and then a breakout, naturally the institutions want to rebalance the market into that supply, or either punch above and take the high and then move away from there. So that is supply. That is how you can identify a supply area, and then the same thing for a demand area. So let's look at the order flow in the 1 hour. You can see that we've got this 1 hour, 4 hour supply and 1 hour supply area here. The market is took this high. The market has took this high here. And now we are moving away. We're now moving away. If I drop down to the 30 to 15 minute, you can see that order flow is currently just going downwards. So if we was to go up, I'd expect the market to come into potentially this area here. And that's where we're looking at seeing if we can get a change of trend to sell this downwards from this area. So that'd be an area to keep an eye on for Euro, Great British Pound. There's not much, obviously. These have all been filled in. Yeah, there's not much here. That would be the area that I'm looking out for, to be honest with you. Let me just get rid of this. Will be this 15-minute supply. Potentially. Of course, if we punch above, this is very choppy, so we could just punch above a little bit. But yeah, this would be the next day that I'll look out for Euro, Great British Pound. Then we have Great British Pound, Canadian dollar. Pardon me. Yawning. And as you guys can see, this is looking pretty nice, to be fair. Let's just quickly go to the 4 hour. The 4 hour, of course, as you guys can see, has been on a mad one, like a literal mad one. It's just been trending like nothing I've ever seen. Like literally just perfect little steps that you can see on here. You can see literal steps. It's like a staircase. As you guys can see, it's a literal staircase. So, of course, eventually we are going to see a change of that trend. But as of right now, there's not much to worry about. We are very, very, very uptrending. And obviously that is what we've got to put into focus. If you look at the 4 hour, you'll be able to see that even with this movement down, we've failed to break any low on the 4 hour standpoint. So yes, I still expect the market to retrace upwards. But if we look at it from a 1 hour perspective, it gives us a little bit more of an insight into something different. Of course, we're now moving away. We've got this lower high and this lower low. If you drop down to the 15, you can see that we are moving away from this. So as of right now, what I would want to be waiting for is it's probably going to be a little bit more clean on the 5 minute. Let me just have a look at the 10 minute. Yeah, 10 minutes a little bit more cleaner. Yeah, you can refine it by this area here, which is more of a 5 minute wick. So what I'd be waiting for right now is, we've got 4 minutes left on this. Can we get a finish below this low here? And then if we can get a finish below this, I'd be looking at this area here to then sell this downwards, which would be this 15-minute supply area. And it looks like we could potentially get that. So let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. Let's hopefully we get this uploaded ASAP. So I'm going to rush it a little bit. Okay, NZ Japanese yen. Let's have a look at what she's doing. Finally moving away. Again, order flow has been beautiful on here. It's just been downtrending. Looks a little bit more cleaner on the 1 hour. As you guys can see, you can see them clear 1 hour supply areas. Currently, right now, we've tapped into this 1 hour supply. We're taking out these highs. We did come up into the 1 hour supply before here, and we failed to go and create that new 4 hour lower low. So what I'm expecting the market to do is obviously now, hopefully, go and continue downwards. So as you guys can see, beautiful trend down. This supply is in control. Obviously, you guys who know me by now, obviously I'm not a financial advisor, but we can expect the market to either retrace this supply or this supply and then carry on downwards from here. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I only really like GBP CAD at the moment. So that is pretty much all I'm looking at. If I do have any other things that I'm looking at, I will send it into my Telegram, just to give you information about obviously what it is that I see. Of course, as I always say to you guys, and as you guys should know by now, I am not a financial advisor. I am simply someone who just is passionate about trading, and I want to give educational advice as well. So let me just quickly show you my Telegram and show you some of the ideas that I went over. So as you guys can currently see, we caught where's it gone? I caught Great British Pound, Japanese Yen, which we talked about, moving away from here. As you guys can see, I caught 2 trades. One was a 1 to 3 from this area, and then the other one was a beauty of a 1 to 5.6, which was beautiful from Great British Pound, Japanese Yen. And this has just been consistent. Euro CHF, we played out beautifully as well. And as you guys can see, I mentioned about this area coming back up into here and carry on downwards. So yeah, man, if you're not in the Telegram, feel free to obviously be in the Telegram. Look at this beauty as well. AUD, Japanese Yen, expecting a movement away from this supply area. And not only did she move, she gave us an absolute monster. Sorry, that's the wrong one. An absolute monster move on AUD Japanese yen from here. So yeah, man. Feel free to obviously add yourself into that Telegram. The Telegram is in my bio on YouTube. But yeah, man, I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you for being patient, and I'm so grateful and so glad to be back up uploading on YouTube. I appreciate every single one of you. Again, show some love. If you're happy that I'm back, let me know in the comment section. If I get no comments, I might even just not do YouTube anymore, because I want to see some love, man. I want to feel that love. I want to see that love. And that is what it's about, is being grateful. And obviously, as I'm grateful for you, hopefully you guys are grateful for me. But other than that, have an amazing rest of your Monday, and we will catch up soon. Take care and God bless.